Hi guys, Ree here. Welcome back to my channel, Mummy of Four Does Disney, and the next episode in my Pack With Me for Florida mini-series. In my last video, I shared all of the outfits that I'm packing for myself and my children to wear to Walt Disney World for our 7-night trip in January of 2024. And in this video, I'm sharing all of the outfits that I'm packing for our 4-night cruise on the Disney Wish. Now, to plan my packing as well as everything else we plan on our Disney cruises, I'll be using my magical cruise planner. This is how I plan everything from booking the cruise, making sure I've got all the correct information, knowing which dates we need to do things like check-in and book things, to packing, last minute checks, and planning day to day. If you're interested in picking up a copy, you can get it in digital version, which you can download immediately, print out or fill in on a tablet, or in printed version using the details on screen and the links down in the description. So we're leaving Walt Disney World and heading on to the Wish, and here's what I'm going to pack. So for embarkation day, it's actually our last day in Walt Disney World, and then we're embarking the Wish. We're being picked up from our Disney resort, and we've got Disney transportation to take us to the Wish. Now, the statue in the atrium of the Wish is Cinderella, so the girls want to Disneybound as Cinderella. I'll be wearing my pale blue dress that I did wear to Disneybound as Cinderella on our Florida 2022 trip, and I also wore to Disneybound as Elsa on the Magic back in 2021. Luckily, the blue dresses that the girls wore for the Cinderella Disneybound in 2022 also fit them, so they will be wearing those to embark the Wish, along with some silver ears. We've all got Skechers to walk around the park, and although I am packing flip-flops for around the pool, we'll probably just wear Skechers, which are just really comfy trainers to embark the Wish to. I find that although you can make a cruise as busy or as relaxing as you want it to be, my children are very much wanting to do it all and go when we're on a Disney cruise. So we tend to get quite a lot of steps in, lots of running up and down stairs because they don't want to wait for the queue for the lifts, and running around doing loads of fun things. So trainers are probably going to be the way forward for most of the cruise as well as the parks. I'm packing one of Will's Disney t-shirts, not sure quite which one yet, for him to wear on the Wish. But to be honest, while I find it quite easy to shop for bits and pieces for girls to wear on Disney trips, I find it harder to find nice things for Will. So I've promised him we'll pick up some t-shirts in the Disney parks for him to add to his wardrobe, because quite frankly, he just wears t-shirts all year round. Anyway, he wears t-shirts without hoodies in the summer and t-shirts with hoodies and jumpers in the winter. So I'll be on the lookout in Walt Disney World for new t-shirts for Will to wear, potentially for embarkation. And you've probably noticed actually, if you've watched the last video or this video, I don't necessarily talk about what my husband's wearing. That's because he genuinely doesn't care. Every now and again, he wears something to sort of complement what the rest of us are wearing that I've packed for him. But other than that, he just tends to stick to pretty generic plain polo shirts and shorts. Now, when we get into the evenings of the Disney Wish, I can tell you what I've packed for which restaurant, but we won't know which order the restaurants are in until we get on board the ship. So we're just gonna guess, for the purpose of this video, which order they're in. The Disney Cruise Line, if you have not seen any of my videos before, or any of the vlogs, or anything like that, you may not know the Disney Cruise Line operates a rotational dining system. So there are 3 main dining rooms, and on the Wish, we've got the Marvel restaurant, we've got Arendelle, and we've got 1923, which is a tribute to Walt and Roy Disney and how they started the Disney company and everything that came after it. You get the same table number, the same servers every night. When you look on your Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, it tells you which dining room you're in each night. It's a 4-night cruise, so one of the dining rooms will be repeated, but that will be for Pirate Night, so we'll get to explaining all of that when we get to that. So for argument's sake, we're going to say that Marvel is the first restaurant. I don't know if that's going to be the first restaurant, but that's the first outfit of restaurant pairings I'm going to tell you about. So Will's going to wear his Spider-Bot t-shirt that we picked up in Disneyland Paris in Avengers Campus. The girls are going to wear their Captain Marvel dresses and ears that they wore to Avengers Campus back in October of 2022. And I am going to Disneybound as Scarlet Witch. I've got a dark, kind of a wine red, sort of a 50s style dress that I wore to the Disney event in London at the end of 2023, and some Scarlet Witch ears. Day 2 is a port adventure day at Nassau. My husband and Will are getting off the ship. They've got a pirate excursion booked, which you'll know if you saw my video where I was talking about all the excursions and onboard activities and things like that we're booking. I don't know if the girls and I will even bother getting off the ship or we'll just kind of hang out on the ship, but I know that my husband and Will are getting off for at least a little bit. When they get back on the ship, they're going to want to explore the hyperspace lounge. So for the daytime of day 2, I'm going to pack Star Wars Disneybound outfits. My husband's got a Star Wars t-shirt. Will has got a Star Wars t-shirt that we had in Galaxy's Edge the last time we were there, but he's also got a Jedi costume, and as he's under 12, he would be allowed to wear a full costume rather than just a Disneybound outfit. So if you're not familiar, Disneybounding is taking the style and the inspiration of a character or a ride or a snack and kind of colour blocking to put together an outfit, as opposed to a costume. No one over 12 is allowed to wear a costume in Disney, just in case they get confused for a cast member. So back to our Star Wars Disneybounds. I've got an R2-D2 dress that I wore last time we went to Galaxy's Edge, so I'm going to pack that. And luckily the girls' Rey and Leia dresses still fit them from back in 2022. We wear shorts under everything we're wearing anyway, so even if the children's dresses were slightly shorter, it doesn't really matter too much because we always put shorts under our dresses. That way it's not that different between a slightly shorter dress or a longer t-shirt because it's worn with short. We just find this better for getting on and off rides in the parks or if it's especially windy at sea. So the second restaurant we're going to pack for, even if it's not necessarily in this order, is Arendelle, which is where you get to celebrate Anna's engagement with all of the Frozen gang. So Will has got an Ice Company t-shirt that still just about fits him. I'm going to pack for him. The girls are going to wear their blue dresses that they call their Sail the Shimmering Seas dresses that I bought for them because they were kind of in the same colour palette as the 25th anniversary at sea for our Disney Dream 2023 cruise. And that way they can kind of channel Elsa. Now they do have Elsa and Anna dresses that they last wore in December of 2022, but I think they're growing out of them a little bit now, and also they're both quite heavy, long-sleeved dresses, which were perfect for Paris in December, but in the Bahamas, perhaps they may be a little bit warm. And I'm going to Disneybound as Olaf. I've got a white dress that I last wore when the girls and I were Disneybounding as Marie in Disneyland Paris. I've got a black belt with a bow on it and a carrot necklace and some Olaf ears. So it's going to be all about the warm hugs for me. Then day 3 is very exciting because we're heading to Castaway Cay. The girls have got some cute little dresses with lots of Castaway Cay and Disney Cruise Line designs on them. And primarily on Castaway Cay, we're going to just be wearing swimwear. So I'll be packing swimwear for all of us. I actually had a new Minnie Mouse styled swimming costume and skirt from my auntie for Christmas this year, so I'm going to pack that for myself, and I may throw in a Minnie Mouse dress if I want to change out of that into something dry to get back on the ship. But to be honest, if it's really, really warm, we can probably just get back on the ship slightly damp with towels. The beauty of Castaway Cay, because it's an extension of the cruise ship, because it is Disney's private island, then there are towels available for guests to use on the island, just the same as on the ship. So we won't have to worry about carting towels around the same way we would if we were at any other port adventure getting off the ship. Castaway Cay is going to be so exciting. As a guest, you can only get there on a Disney cruise ship. There's no other way to get to the island. Obviously, I'm sure cast can get on and off the island. I don't know whether they just come on the ships or if there's some other means. I don't know. Just if anyone knows how else you can get on and off Castaway Cay other than on a Disney Cruise Line ship, I'd love to know. I knew they do have a runway, but I don't believe it's in use. Anyway, it's our first trip to Castaway Cay. We're very, very excited to check out the shops and the restaurants, which are actually an extension of the ship. So all the food is included, apart from optional extras such as alcoholic drinks. So then when we get back on the ship after Castaway Cay, it is Pirate Night, which is such an amazing night on the Disney Cruise Line. So we didn't get a Pirate Night on our first Disney cruise on the Magic because it was a COVID cruise, but we loved Pirate Night on the Disney Dream. And we're basically going to wear the same outfits. Other than William's three-cornered hat, which I'm not sure we're going to be able to cram in the case along with all the other stuff we're going to have to pack, we're going to pretty much wear the same Pirate Night outfits. So I had a corset top. I had a long sleeve blouse, which I wore for my pirate outfit last time. I'm going to switch that out for the short sleeve blouse that I wore for my Kiss the Girl Disneybound on the Dream instead. Same corset, same skirt. I'm not bothering with the high heels this time. If you watch the Disney Dream series, We realised that it was nearly time for fireworks. We were second seating dinner. No one had finished eating, but I wanted to go and grab some spirit jerseys from the room. The lifts were so busy. I didn't have time to wait for them. So I ran up the stairs to deck 9 in my corset and heels. Managed to rip the bottom of my skirt, which I'm going to have to make sure I've mended before we pack it. And yes, suffice to say, running in a corset and heels is not easy. I would not recommend to a friend. So I will be sticking with either my Skechers or my plain flip-flops for pirate night. Not bothering with the heels, guys. I've got pirate ears to wear. And if you are going on a Disney cruise and you're worried about what to wear for pirate night, anything goes. Anything from wear your own clothes plus the bandanas that they leave you in your stateroom, right up to the most extreme pirate costumes. There were all sorts of variations on the ship and it's just so much fun. Then for day 4, we are at sea and the girls have got appointments in the Bibby Boby boutique. You can go to the Bibby Boby boutique and have various different packages. Everything starting from a basic package where they just have their hair done and they come away with a Bibby Boby boutique t-shirt, up to choosing a princess dress. There's all sorts of different pricing options. Now, having had a look at other vlogs, the girls have got so many of the princess dresses that I've bought from Shop Disney anyway. And if they had that option in the package, they'd end up just having quite an expensive appointment for something that they've either got already or that I could buy in Shop Disney. So I'm going to pack for them their favourite princess dresses to wear. And then I thought if they come away with the t-shirt, I can buy the princess dresses back home. I cannot buy the Bibby Boby boutique t-shirt and I think they'll really enjoy wearing those at home. So Bella is going to wear her yellow bell poofy dress, as she calls it, because obviously Bella's her favourite princess. And Zara's favourite princess is back to Cinderella. It was always Cinderella, then Jasmine knocked her off the top spot. It's back to Cinderella again. And her favourite dress is the Cinderella pink dress that she had for her birthday a couple of years ago, but still fits her great. So the girls are going to wear those to the Bibby Boby boutique. They are also going to wear those to do princess dining earlier in the trip in the Walt Disney World portion of the trip, which you'll know if you've already seen everything I'm packing to wear to Walt Disney World video. I've just realised I've not planned what I am wearing that day. So I'm going to have a little think about that before I pack, aren't I? Then the final restaurant, I'm assuming, I mean, these could be in any order, but the final restaurant we're going to discuss in the packing is 1923, which is a beautiful looking restaurant set into 2 halves. You either eat in the Walt Disney side or the Roy Disney side, which will be allocated when we get on board. Now for this, we're going to go with a kind of black and white theme, much the way we did for Animator's Palette on the Dream. And in fact, we're going to wear the same outfits that we wore to Animator's Palette on the Dream. I've got a black and white spotty dress, the girls have got black and white spotty dresses, and William has chosen a black and white Mickey, kind of a vintagey looking t-shirt to wear to 1923. Then for disembarking the cruise, it's going to be leggings and spirit jerseys because we'll be getting off the cruise full of the Disney blues, then transportation back to MCO to fly home. Now, if you saw my last video, you'll know that we did a lot of trying on with the children of all the things to wear to Walt Disney World. I haven't done that so much for the cruise portion. I've just kind of held things up and checked them off with them because most of the stuff for the cruise, they've worn reasonably recently. So as long as I check it all over, there's no holes, there's no stains, nothing needs to be rewashed, then we should be fine. I have, however, made a horrendous mess in my bedroom. Like, I can't possibly actually go to bed tonight until I sort that out, which means now I'm going to go upstairs and start actually packing. So if you click on the video on screen now, then you'll be able to come and pack with me and actually see how I do all of that using my magical cruise planner. Thanks so much for watching and I shall see you real soon in that video. Mwah. Bye.